Hello guys, welcome back to Super Guy Boy Show, and this is the last part of going over albums that I listened to in 2021. If y'all seen the other first two parts, y'all know how this series goes. I go over the albums I listen to, not in ranked in order, mostly of a randomizer, but if you want to see a complete list of them ranked the best to worst, go in the description below and I'll have them ranked with fully numbered scores and I also have the favorite tracks there in case you're wondering what I liked or not. And yes, hopefully y'all like this video and let's start off. The next project we're gonna be going through is Quadeca's From Me to You. Still, the tracks Syphilis and Burning Bridges / Long Day have been in my listening periods for many times this year. There hasn't been a point where I've gone sick of these tracks. They've been the two tracks I really loved from this entire project. And also a couple other tracks right here, like Maybe Another Day and Work, are still great highlights for me. I feel like where Quadeca was going for this project is clearly there, but I feel like, in my personal opinion, he didn't stick the landing. While the production here is really ambitious, grand, and the fact that he self-produced this, which I didn't even know, and it's just amazing the fact that it sounds so cinematic and amazing compared to like most other people's major projects, which mostly have the most basic production. And then when you get to hear, it's all grand and cinematic with all the reverb vocals or sometimes the string sections on this album. It's just really, I don't know, I just find that pretty impressive. My only downside to this entire project is that there's too many, detours, like unnecessary detours, in my opinion, that does make this project feel very drab and very, in my opinion, drag a lot when it doesn't really necessarily have to. Like the interludes on this thing, there's too many unnecessary interludes, in my opinion, that don't really add up into anything, and they take up too much of the track listing, where I feel like they could have easily been cut, or maybe one or two should have stayed. Not that much was really needed for these things. So the track Where'd You Go, which is, in my opinion, one of his most cringiest songs he's made. Like, dude, like, why'd you put this song on here? And the tracks Submit, sorry, tell me if I pronounced it wrong, part 1 and 2, while I like where they were going for, and I do like some parts of the song, the reverb vocals do get on my nerves a bit, since how long these tracks are, and they feel like they drag on way too much. Overall, I feel like this could have been a lot more better, but even still, the tracks I really like from this thing are still great, and I'm still excited to see where Quadeca is gonna take this style of production in the future. Yep, you already know. If y'all have seen my music reviews leading up to this video, you already know that Billie Eilish's Happier Than Ever has definitely been one of my favorites of this year. This album is so great, in my opinion. The music on here, the emotion I get from this is, I just find it really captivating for me. Billie Eilish's singing at first was always something that I didn't really like, but now since I've listened to this project and listened to her other works, I've just became more of a fan of her singing and the instrumentals on here. Yes, compared to her other project, When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go, this one is a lot more poppy, definitely, but I don't think it takes away from how serious the topics she talks about. Like, everybody dies, the fear of dying and everyone else you love dying, or the track Getting Older, which is this track about her getting used to her fame and all the people that she doesn't like and all of that. I just find really captivating of how she takes those topics, despite how very poppy the production is on here. And another thing that I will mention is that still as poppy as this production is, it could sometimes be very minimalistic and very simple. Like the track Overheated, it's this simple synth arpeggio, but slowly getting louder and louder. And the track NDA, I like how she takes this experimental approach with her singing voice and the weird simple instrumental, the doo 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 doo, and how at the end of the song she does this weird auto-tune ballad. And the track Oxytocin, which is basically a sex anthem. Yeah, I like the electro pop thing it does with the instrumental and her singing, and then when she starts yelling on the track, it's just bruh. Wow. I don't know. If y'all see my review, y'all know how much I really love this project. It's great. I love almost all of the songs and the tracks. I'm not that big with it. They're not really songs that I'm like, like that I think are terrible, but necessarily like this could have been a lot more better, especially Goldwing and Didn't Change My Number. I would recommend this if you want to listen to, I don't know, some depressing music. Not really necessarily depressing. There's some tracks I think you can take out of it, like Billie, Bossa Nova, or Therefore I Am, but I don't know. Really love this. Not time to get over in my album of the year. All right. Album of the year. Jpegmafia's LP. Offline. I really love this project. If you have the online version, go listen to the offline version, because that one's a lot more better. Not only does it have Hazard Duty Pay and a longer version of the tracks, Tired, Nervous, and Broke, and the lovely and great What Kind of Rapping Is This, and a lot more better of an instrumental on the track Thot's Prayer, then listen to this version right here. Just listen to this one. This album was great. Not only are the tracks on here great in their own respective ways, but JPEG his production has grown, and even he has grown as an artist. Like, listening to Black Ben Carson, to here you can see the progression he's gone. His rapping has gone so much better compared to his records now, and the tracks on here are so amazing in my opinion. The track What Kind of Rapping Is This, how he raps about artists getting popular over their rapping styles, and him not getting head over heels about the rapping style, which gets to the track What Kind of Rapping Is This, or the track Thot's Prayer, how he takes the chorus of Britney Spears' Baby One More Time and makes it into this thing of this thought asking him to come back, but then him on his verse is basically saying, I don't care about you, you're just a hater who's still gonna always bitch about me. Or the track Are You Happy, which takes this weird approach of this sample of someone asking someone are they happy of who they am, but then he kind of transforms it as the hater wondering are they happy with themselves, with their lives, which transforms to a beautiful banger, Rebound, which is this great, like, distorted, like, compressed banger where both JPEG and this feature on here, Daft Piff Mafia, are just going off and on about haters and how he gets death threats every week and all that. And one of my favorite lines from here, all the things you do to your girl, I wish you would do it to me. I just find that line so funny, and the way he says it, I like how he takes Still's approach of him comparing himself to a woman. I don't know why. And the track Dikembe, someone tell me if I said it right. I know I probably said it wrong, but still, which is another track that you're gonna miss if you have the online version, is a great way to use a sample, and JPEG's rapping on here. He's spitting bars. And the last track on here, Untitled, the PlayStation line, Jesus, dude, or the Hazard Duty Pay, the vegan line, damn. Like, he really comes in with them bars. Like, no matter what JPEG project you're on, he's always gonna come in with a very hard bar. This album was great. I hope y'all listen to this project, and if you listen to this project, you already know how great this is. No opposing opinion. Just kidding. You can have a different opinion, but still, great all the way. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video, because, hey, hope y'all enjoyed. See ya.